Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Okay, we have still long here, and I'm not going to take much of your time because we got other things to go into. Please have your seat. The principal of Gorton Public School, Mr. Frederick Duo, the vice principals of instructions and administration, the president and code of officers of Gorton Public School, the district education officer of Yapiama, Mr. Alvin Twice Flomore. Okay. Other officials of government here present, members of the press, members of the teaching staff, students, body, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Before I proceed into what I put down here, let me quickly say this. I bring you greetings from my dearest wife, Mrs. Veronica Kadora Miame, and our darling children, including the rest of the family. As the guy rightly said, I'm a forester and also endeavoring to become one of the environmentalists in Liberia. I have also been a classroom teacher, and I am here to understand what it takes to be students and what it takes to be student leaders. Let me quickly make comments on three things that I observed here before I proceed. What I'm about to say, I think it has been said already by Mr. Albert, who did the invocation today. He said something about discipline, and I like that. And also, a drama was performed here by those children. It is also in my speech, and I wouldn't let it go without talking on it. Indeed, what you want to become in life is what you will find in your partners, is what you will find in your leaders. So, if you are teaching your children, teach them well. If you are teaching your students, teach them well. They will be like you tomorrow. And also the DO, he also touched some key points that I am about to touch. So we tell him thank you. The performances here are better, but we can also work on the students' performance to make them more educated when they are standing in front of guests. What they do here represents all of us tomorrow. Now, today is another historic day in my life because you have counted on me to deliver a speech at this unique occasion, marking the installation of your students' council government. This is not a first time for me to be invited to speak at your program. The first invitation was intended for me to speak at your closing program. Unfortunately, the program did not hold because there was a problem between the school authority and the Parent Teachers Association after I have paid my way from Monrovia here to grace the program. Ladies and gentlemen, the larger society depends on people from the grassroots levels that are trained to lead with diligence. And I will focus on you because we have come to speak to you directly, that you will be able to lead the people that you have been elected, inducted to lead. You are not there as sort of tyrannist. It means somebody who wants to really impose or force his or her way on people. But you are being elected and inducted to serve as servants, leader. Therefore, families, schools, and churches train people for a society that treats everybody equally. Is that right? Yes. The training we receive them from our families. We receive them from our churches. We also receive them from our school. I will also be speaking at your level, you the children, so you can understand what I'm trying to say. Mama and papa, they can teach you to come here before you can meet your teachers. Who all can tell you to wake up in the morning to come to school?
Hello, parents.
Who can tell you to wake up in the morning to come to school? That your teacher can come to your house and say, go to school? No. So, a better tomorrow depends on what we do today. Therefore, I will be speaking to you on the topic, student leaders today, national leaders tomorrow. According to the Advanced English Dictionary, leaders are the body of people who lead a group. While leadership is the activity or ability to lead. To be a successful leader, you need to have abilities to lead the people you have been entrusted with. There are many activities you need to do to undertake in order to leave a memorable impact on your people. The DO touch what we call legacy here today. In order to become a successful leader, you need to leave a good legacy behind. You need to be somebody that will teach people. You need to be somebody that others will learn from. You need to be somebody that will be a role model for somebody. To be a successful leader, let people speak your mind. Let people tell who you are instead of saying, I am. Liberia is a country of democracy. We are not teaching people to become monarchs, meaning to be able to lead with iron hand. We are teaching people that will serve, that their people will be able to know what they are doing. Our society is faced with leadership deficit today because some of our leaders did not go through the proper channels of becoming leaders. To become a national leader, you need to practice good leadership activities from your school, community, place of worship, or social clubs, such as football or football club. Don't overlook those clubs that you are in. Today, you have your football team. You got your school that you come to. You got other people under your control. What you will do there as a leader is what will make you to lead Liberia in your future. If you don't lead according to the way people will have respect for you, when you become the leader tomorrow, when you become somebody big in society, the society will fail because you have not practiced anything that will benefit people. When you are prepared to take the responsibility of a larger society as a citizen leader, you will be able to foresee many of the challenges and overcome them in time. You will not be new to that thing. You will always have it at the tip of your fingers because you have practiced leadership, because you have learned how it takes to become somebody, because you have learned how it takes to be able to dress ahead of people. You have learned how to be able to cut down problems. If not, you will not be able to see any problem that you will be able to settle them appropriately. Let me give you some examples of leaders that have practiced leadership at the local level, that have been trained and now they have become national leaders. There are some great leaders in our country today that practice leadership at the local level before assuming to national leadership. For example, the current president of our country, His Excellency Ambassador Joseph Newman Boakai, served as a president during his high school days at the College of West Africa. And he is currently serving as a deacon of Upper Baptist Church. Honorable Naka Eagle of District Number 3 Nimba County served in various student leaderships before becoming representative. Honorable served as a president of Bellegarde University Student Association before that Gusa. And he is currently serving as an elder in the United Liberia English Church. Another successful leader who practiced at the grassroots level is Honorable Ernest M. Massier of District Number 4, Nimba County. He served as a president for his 12th grade class at Khan High School, where I attended before going to Campbell Inland Academy. President for his both graduate and undergraduate classes in Morocco, financial secretary for the Liberian Students Association in Morocco, and financial secretary for the United Liberia English Church before being elected as a representative. You see that? That means those people, they are not going into national leadership with empty heads, with empty brains. They have learned something. They have associated themselves with people. They have gotten to know what it takes to overcome certain problems at certain point in time. You are now going to solve those problems in your school. Before you become a successful leader, you need to practice leadership. I mean good leadership before you become a national leader tomorrow. Every leader should possess qualities that make him or her a good leader. Some other qualities are integrity, accountability, transparency, and a good communication skill. Integrity is moral soundness. That is to be morally right with people. People should know that you are a person whose yes is yes and no is no. Don't say yes today and say no tomorrow. And don't say no today and say yes tomorrow. People should praise you because of who you are, not what you have. A leader with integrity does not take bribe. He or she does not bribe people. A student leader who wants to transition to national leadership will always lead well. He or she will not be a cause for another student to drop out of high school due to a teenage pregnancy. This is one of the problems in our society today, that stakeholders in education, that people from all walks of life are telling us to work with. You see teachers loving to students. You see students loving to students. At the end of the day, those students will not continue their education. And you will see them dropping from high school. For that reason, our students are no longer focusing on their lessons. They are going about doing their own things. Because you know that you are loving to the president. Because you know that the president is running after you. When there is anything that you have to take responsibility of, you will not do it because you got somebody who will talk for you. As a leader, Sivas, don't try it. You are now instructed with the students of this school to be able to lead them well, to be a good example, so that they will be able to focus on what they are here for. That tomorrow when they see you in the street there, they will respect you. That when you want to become representative for their district, that they will open the vote you as representative, not to tarnish, not to castigate, not to talk bad about you. Focus. So, as a student who wants to become a good leader, always listen to your parents. You saw what happened here this morning or this afternoon. This little girl was approached by a drunkard, was approached by a smoker, and she went to her parents. And her mother was able to advise her, and she took her advice. And at the end, who she did get married to somebody who was well educated, right? Yes, we all witnessed that. It's a good lesson that I want all of us to take home. to our various homes and be able to teach our children. Listen to your parents, teachers, and other people to become knowledgeable in what you are doing. Don't they respect your staff and parents? Never. Don't consume alcohol. It means don't drink liquor. Drugs. Drugs have been declared national health emergency in Liberia. If we come to do Gorton Public School and we see you, the leaders taking in drugs, we will report you. The principal, the teaching authorities should not hesitate to report you. Because the children you see down here today, they are learning what you are doing. Your dress code matters. Dress well when you are in front of them so that they will compete what you are doing. Or other bad substances to influence your followers. Because you are ashamed, you don't talk, you want to drink alcohol, you want to drink liquor, you want to smoke something, you will say, let me just tell one something, I go stand in for people and talk. If you are doing, will not be a good thing for you. So, doing so will lead to having a vulnerable society when you shall have assumed to national leadership as a major decision maker. Let's say tomorrow you are president in the position of Ambassador Boakai. Let's say tomorrow you are representative. Let's say tomorrow you are a senator for Nimba County. But what you have been doing from down the line and you have carried up there, many of the students, many of the citizens, many of the people will practice what you are doing because they know that whatsoever a leader does is what everybody should do. We don't want that kind of person in society. A good leader needs to be accountable to their followers. People who believe in you will practice everything that you are doing as a leader. Therefore, giving account of your activities will make you to leave a good legacy behind when your tenure expires. This will stop now, right? People, when you are entering 12th grade by next year, or let's say this year, and you are going to Saniboi Central High, Baptist, other schools, the children that will live here, the other students that will live here, they should be able to always think about you. They should always want to be like you, not in a negative perspective, but it should always be in a good way because you were a good leader. That's what I'm trying to say. When your time finished as a president, let these people always think about you to be like you, not to discuss you because of certain things you were doing. If you have to collect money for building projects or gains, this is another tricky part. Let people know how much you are about to collect, how much you collected, and how much you spend out of the money collected. Accountability and transparency are key in winning the minds of people to support your endeavors. People will not know your level of integrity when you are not transparent as a leader. Your projects will not be funded by your colleagues and donors. Donors are people who give you money to support you, who are not part of what you are doing, but they want to help you. When you are not giving account of what you are doing, accountability is a responsibility to someone or for some activity, while transparency is a quality of being clear and transparent in all of your dealings. Be transparent and accountable to your followers in order to avoid conflict. You know what I mean? If you are not giving account, if you are not done with your budget and put it up there, everybody see that CFOS is going to operate 500, 5,000. Students will start gossiping. There are students what we did the other day. There are money we collected. CFOS and finish eating it. They will start going around from one house to another. Parents then will be discussing it. By the time you know, laws will come up. The things that you say you are going to recondition, the project that you say you are going to do, it will never ever be done. Trust me. In order to gain the confidence of your people, Know when and how to communicate. Communication is another important aspect of a leader. If you don't communicate well, you will not succeed in what you are doing. Treat everybody equally. Lack of good communication skills can destroy a whole organization. It creates gossip and makes it difficult for an entity to achieve a goal. Therefore, as a leader, motivate your people, compliment them when they do well, and sharply rebuke, correct them when they do wrong. Don't always be silent. Silent kills. Because you say, what I will do, let me just keep it. Let me keep it to myself. Let me just leave it one. This small thing, let me leave it. The one you consider small is the one that will bring your downfall. Some effective ways of communicating with your people are regular meetings. Always call for meetings. Let people explain their minds. Let people tell you how you want projects to be implemented. Let people tell you how you have been proceeding. Let people tell you how you want to do things. Citations. Write people about your plans, what you want to do. Call for meeting. Before you call for meeting, send citation. Let people be aware before the meeting. And phone calls. Nowadays, we have phones in our hands that we are using. Use those phones to make everyone to be able to get to people so that they can be able to know what you are doing. All the usage of social media, such as emails, messenger, and WhatsApp. The people may go now. We got a lot of things that we can use for us to be able to get to people, if even they are not around. Send emails. If you got a way to do it, because some of these people, your people might not have emails. Some might not be on Messenger, but use meetings as a way of getting to your people. If your parents are not understanding what you want to do, call for meetings through your school administrators. Let them come and explain to them what you want to do. Communication makes you to know the problems your people are faced with. You will not know the problem that these children sitting down here facing when you don't call them. When you come to school in the morning, you just want to say that president and vice president just passing. You not go to that level. You don't ask them their problem. You don't see them in class. Some of them might come to school dirty. Call them, ask them why they are coming to school dirty. Let them explain it to you. You should have a disciplinary committee that will work on that. I think we say Ministry of Health here, Ministry of Health. Let the people know the problem of these people. Counsel them. Tell them their problems. Let them tell you their problems. And also your own problem. So that all of you can go together and solve it and work together as a unit. When there is room for communication, my people will freely tell you their minds. It will lead to evaluating your own performance. Don't feel that you know all. Finally, know that every member of the team has a role to play in becoming a successful leader. Make sure to put the right people in the right place for a smooth operation. Don't take third grade student and put it in the position of fourth grade student. And don't take fourth grade student and put in the position of third grade student. Don't take ninth grade student, job that ninth grade student is supposed to do and give it to a 5th grade student. You will never ever succeed in that. Study your people and know how they behave. Sometimes you know that they say you come to work, you come to school clean. You have got to know that person. But within the treatment of an eye, you see that this lady has changed. Something is wrong. Don't just criticize. Call that person and be able to know the person's problem. When you know how people behave, you will know how to work with them. Be a good example for the rest of the leaders that will come after you, all of you. Be a good example to the rest of the people next year, those who will come after you. You will be their example. Be prepared to serve Mama Liberia when you graduate from high schools, universities, or colleges. Don't limit yourself. The future of Liberia depends on you. Thanks.